That's the thing. Even if they're enemies, Odeon still respects Joey. So, essentially what's going on here is that Joey's squad here has ticked off the Empire, and they're sending their best forces after them, who happens to be, well, Marik Ishtar and his family. Okay, I have an idea. You and you know, even on its own, this Battle Ox might actually be good. If I don't dedicate to fusion and actually try to level up normally. Okay. I think that'll work a lot better for him. Because, as I mentioned, this campaign, sometimes it is just better go all out. Joey, we can't seem to lose them. What do we do now? We keep running, that's what. What else can we do? But if we don't take some of them out now, they'll have us completely surrounded. I didn't think they'd really follow us out here. They're too darn persistent. Okay, so I need to prepare for something in particular. Because Marik has brought his entire attack force, which includes his own sister and Odeon. And a Shizu at this level is terrifying. Oh, they're actually sending some big guns out. I see. No, Siri. I hate when that triggers out of nowhere. Also, I love how hilariously slow Odeon is. Getting just out ready for this guy. Take out a Shizu. We do not wish to spill blood needlessly. Surrender. The Shizu. Okay, first things first, bye, Magician of Faith. Ow. Can I say again, ow? Okay, Moth is a monster you want to get rid of immediately. because she can revive her allies if they get defeated. Take you out next, because you've already presented an issue. Now, in case you're wondering why I give my warrior monsters silver bow and arrows instead of legendary swords, there's actually a reason for it. Because it makes it so they cannot possibly miss their attacks. It's very useful to use. There we go. I think I just needed to restructure his team a bit. Then again, Ishizu was weakened, but still. Alright. Simple. So, Wing Eagle and Mabelus. Those two are monsters that confuse. They make I would call it an old school monster because it was old school during the era that it was a thing in, but it never was released until Cosmo Blazer. Way late into, like, I'd say halfway into the Zexal era of the card game, which is Crimson Sunbird. I just find it funny that it took that long for us to get that monster over here in the United States. Okay, now they can't fuse. We get those monsters ourselves. I may consider still going down the fusion route with Malai Ruka with them, but I'm not 100% sure. I might keep the embodiment instead of Axe Raider. Decent damage on its own. And the reason why I gave Tristan Launcher Spider is because I actually like Launcher Spider. It's not really a good monster if you think about it, because it being level 7, a 2 tribute monster with 2200 attack, 2500 defense, vanilla, it's not that great. But I always like the concept of it. I knew he was going to die to poison, so that's why I didn't attack him. To be fair, I've always liked Bandit Keith's monsters. I always thought they were neat. Okay, now this guy's kind of these guys are kind of jokes. The only thing you have to worry about are those, the illusionist faceless mage, because their German infection is just like a minor annoyance. Because the Soggy the Dark Clowns aren't really that dangerous. At this level, they can hit decently hard, but they have, like, no health. So, there's not a whole lot they can do to you. Aside from being able to use high-level magic, which, that's a concept I really haven't explained yet, because I never really go out of my way to find it. And, there are certain spells that you can cast as items that are very powerful, but only certain monsters are capable of using them. The best, of course, is level 5 magic. Those are hard-hitting or very crippling spells. Like, for example, one of them is Raigeki, which just does huge damage to all of your opponent's monsters. German infection, all of that does is just poison all your opponent's monsters. Like I said, it's a minor annoyance, but it's nothing you can't overcome. Another reason why I like to knock out the Illusionist Faceless Mage first is because it has Reimei, which does very little to no damage. But it paralyzes all of your monsters. And that is a problem. Hope Joey's going to have to fight both of these guys. Another thing is that the Illusionist Faceless Mage also has Final Flame, which does Raigeki level damages, but only to one monster. And you can only use it once, which is fine, but you gotta replenish it. So, in their own rights, yes, these monsters can be fearsome because of those high-level magics. But it's not impossible. I love how all that does is just give you a guaranteed paralysis, but does no damage. Where, if you just attack me, I don't know why you're just doing that over and over again. There's really no point. It's not like you're stacking poison damage on me like using toxic. Sorry. My voice came out there for a moment. Apparently you just like showing that off. Yep, they're just showing that off at this point, because there's no point in doing that repeatedly. You're just wasting everyone's time. And just annihilate this Soggy. Ooh, one shot. Now I understand why you paralyzed my summoned skull. Yeah, that guy wasn't even worth fusing on. This may be an issue, though. Dragon Seeker. Ooh, I don't know. All three of these monsters. Okay, it doesn't have the ability yet. Alright, so Crayul's not as scary as it could be. Still hurts, but it's not as bad as it... As I said, it's not as bad as it could be. Nice. Alright. One less thing to worry about. You missed! Heh. I love how I've gotten to the point where it's not necessary even for me to fuse anymore. Now, at any time, I do have the Metal Morph to turn this Red Eyes Black Dragon, but I don't think I'm going to do that until, I end up doing the campaign later where you can get another one. And even still, I'm kind of hesitant about it. Because while Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon is inherently stronger, it's not able to fuse anymore. And that's a massive bummer to me. Ooh, Marik has a pretty good squad there. Skull Knight, which is easily one of my favorite old school monsters, it's not practical, is the only problem I have with it. I find it funny how by the time Odeon got here, my cannons were back up and running. You will pay for your insults during our last encounter, Joey. You're yelling at Joey, yet you have to fight Tristan. So, yeah, this guy goes from being the boss of the previous mission to just one of the foe's best cronies. I guess that makes sense, though, considering Odeon's character. Jeez, even in my own flashbacks, I'm a minor character. Does he really gain any other abilities other than armor? Not really. You know, for a monster that has a decent ability and a broken spell card to go with it, you'd think it would be better in this game, but it's not that good. Well, until they eroded it, now it's just... Temple of the Kings is a hard once per turn now, which, I understand, but at the same time, does anyone really use trap cards anymore? I hate that the game has gotten to a point where trap cards are considered too slow. I don't know. It just defeats the entire purpose of it, if you ask me. Although that does make it interesting, because like decks that are just monster mashes can actually do well then, because that's all they... Since that's all they use and there's no real trap card interaction anymore. I mean, yeah, there's still Mirror Force. The Solemns are still powerful, but that's... And then Torrential Tribute, if you time that card well, it's devastating, but... And Call of the Haunted has utility. But, yeah, we're not really in a trap-heavy format anymore. Which is a shame, because having to be prepared for trap cards was half the fun back then. These bases are unoccupied, so let's just go ahead and grab them for some extra money. Oh! I forgot one of the Gemini Elves were in this campaign. We're going to get killed out here. Boss, the enemy is being attacked from behind. They're totally disoriented. What's this? You left yourself wide open, Marik. What's the matter, Joey? Having trouble? Be glad I've come to save you. Everything's going to be alright now. Ugh, that meddlesome witch! Hey, Marik, thanks for letting me split your army in half like that. We've got you completely surrounded. You're the one with nowhere to run now. It's time to clean up this Imperial riffraff, Joey. I'll take this half. The rest is yours. Thanks, Mai. You heard the lady. Let's go. So yeah, that happens. And Marik is just left with his family. Nothing else. You've got nowhere to run now. That's just it, though. I'm meeting you head on. And of course, he gets the boss battle music. Also, I gotta give honorable mentions to the virus cards, because if you time those correctly, yeah. Maybe not Deck Debbie as much, but a buddy of mine has mastered how Grinning Gray virus works, and Eradicator Epidemic virus. If you call spells, your opponent's kind of sunk half the time. Yeah, I should have healed him. Oh well. Yeah, Skull Knight is a very, very strong monster in this game. But I appreciate that because it is, like I said, one of my favorite monsters from back in the day. It's just, it wasn't very practical to summon though because the materials for it were not that good. It was a vanilla with 1000 attack and then a weird monster that let you shuffle your deck if you change its battle position. What's funny is I'm about to beat him with a fusion monster from the same set. Oh my gosh, I just realized both of Marik's monsters are from Metal Raiders, the second set in the series. At least in America. Oh, I missed. Alright. And down goes Marik. Probably one of the harder generic boss fights I've had thus far. Because all three of his monsters are very strong. Lord Marik, please. If we don't escape now, we'll never... Please, we must hurry. I'll get you for this, Joey. You too, Mai. You'll both pay dearly for this. And thus ends one of the harder campaigns in Joey's story. So until next time, Ryu no Kage 33 signing off.